the hills are. It's got the
Sorry
Pesh
about that.
side, which is where you see the Parliament building there. On the hillside, you'll see the Fisherman's Bastion, where you can look over the entire city. It has a hidden city. There are the spas there, the natural spas. It has a huge marketplace. You'll definitely want to bring Paprika home. So much shopping. There's a huge shopping street. I can go on and on with Budapest. So definitely think about staying a bit longer here. And that brings us to the land packages. So our land packages, we are offering, I believe on this itinerary, both a pre and a post. You can take either or. Beforehand, they are going to include, they're going to include 2 to 4 nights usually. And we're putting you up in a centrally located hotel. We're going to give you full breakfast every day. We're going to give you an excursion every day, but allow you to have free time as well. We're going to do all the transportation for you. So if you want to do the pre-land, where you're going to want to probably fly into Prague. Prague is probably the most requested extension we have. People love Prague. It's very museum-like, easy walking. There's a bridge here that takes you over to a castle. I think it's a 900 years old or 1,000 years old. There's an astronomical clock to see. People love Prague. So this is a 3-night pre-cruise before you will get into Vilshofen. Now,
Now your transfer
yep,
from Prague to the ship is also included if you do,
exactly.
if you fly in early.
Yes. And then, and that transfer will include, I believe, do a quick stop in Regensburg, Germany, where they have the oldest sausage restaurant in Germany. And it's right near the dock, so that's really cool. And then you'll also, when you're in Prague, you're going to go taste some Czech beer as well if you like. I don't drink beer, so I didn't do it. But after, when you're staying in Budapest, if you want to take on the post land package, we're going to add 2 nights on there for you to see more of Budapest. And we actually do different tours in the city from what we do when you're on the cruise. So the land package tour is usually, it's called the Hidden City Tour, I believe. And it takes you down and to view things that most people are not seeing on their itineraries. So what's included? I think I just went over all these. Sorry. Yeah, and
No,
that
that's
cruise
okay.
manager, like Leanne said, sorry, Leanne, that cruise manager is going to meet you in Prague if you take the pre-cruise, pre-land. They're going to be with you and help you along the way. And if you need to know what to do in your free time, they can offer you, they can give you good restaurant recommendations. And then they're going to cruise with you on the river. And if you do the post as well, they're going to continue with you and they are going to do the same thing for you at the end. You never want to end this excursion or this itinerary at all. So it's nice to continue on with the people you've met along the way.
Sneak peek into some of the rooms. So what you'll see on the top left-hand corner is what we call the window rooms. So those are the lead-in categories, always the least expensive on a river cruise. The room is spacious enough for everything you need. The difference between this one and some of the balconies, obviously the size is a little bit smaller and you have windows as instead of a balcony. So you can see outside, you are at water level. So we like to sometimes call these the duck bum view.
No,
or the
we don't. We call them
view.
the swan view.
Yes, because you will see those when you're on the river. And don't worry, the water does not go over the window. It is still a beautiful view. You do not spend a lot of time in your room on a river cruise. Most of your time is going to be spent probably in the lounge or the top deck, or if we are docked, in town. So those are the smallest rooms that we have on the ship. And then you see the other ones, those are the balcony rooms. And then you'll see the bathroom there. The bathroom is wonderful in all of the staterooms. The amenities are wonderful. You'll have a robe and slippers. You don't have to bring your own shampoo and conditioner, ladies. The shampoo and conditioner on the ship is actually quite amazing.
And Leanne, you also don't have
Yes.
to bring your own hair dryers.
Oh, right.
They will be on board, but anyone who is going to book, you may, if you sail with AMA Waterways or any river cruise line in Europe, you cannot bring your own flatteners or curling irons.
They have some at the front desk and they will lend them to you.
Yes, we will.
So you don't have to worry about that. So thank you so much, Terry, for going through those ports. I would have rambled a lot more because my memories of them are so wonderful, but I really appreciate that you've condensed them. Now, to the meat and potatoes of this sailing, we did charter this ship. Team Friesen's guests will be filling this ship. We have, there are 98 staterooms on the ship. So if the ship is full, there will be under 200 people. Now, this river cruise ship is twice the size of the regular one, so there's a ton of space. But back to what we have. We have fewer than 30 cabins remaining available. We do have all of the categories with the exception of the Grand and the Owner Suites. Those are already sold out and spoken for. All of the pricing, which I'm going to show on the next couple of slides, is in Canadian dollars. So if you're joining us from the US, you're welcome. Your price is going to come in a lot better than what we see. Now, the deposits are $500 per person. That is non-refundable. Staterooms start at $5,042 per person, and those are for the window cabins. The premium rooms, which are the cabins that have those balconies, French balconies, to start at $79.09 per person. The pre-cruise Prague extension for 3 nights is $13.50 per person. Now, as Terry mentioned, non-alcoholic drinks and meals and snacks are included. And 5-star, I like to say 6-star dining because I compare it to everything else I've ever done. So I'm going to say AMA is 6-star dining. Alcoholic drinks are free during cocktail hour and with meals. Excursions are included every single day. So you don't have to say, well, what are some of the premium excursions that I might be able to buy? You don't have to think about that. AMA includes all of them. Now, you can upgrade to a premium beverage package, which is $263 per person. And that means you can just drink all the time. You don't have to worry about a bar tab. For all of our frontline workers, past and present, and their friends and family, we're going to include that for you. So we're going to throw that in. Gratuities are $240 per person. Now, this takes care of tipping, you know, your waiters, your room attendants. Your tips are $240 per person. We're also going to take care of that for you. The staff will know that everybody's tips are already made up. It's not that the service level is going to change, but it's one less thing for you to worry about. Now, let me tell you, some of the servers go so far above and beyond, and you may choose to tip additionally. That's a conversation we can have on the ship. But just know that we're going to include that for you guys as well. So we're already over $1,000 in savings per stateroom on this specific charter. We're also going to help you organize your flights to and from if you choose. Some of you are quite comfortable booking your own flights, but your agents are here to help. We're going to be looking at some group flights as well for those who are flying in and out on similar dates. We have the pickleball paddles and some swag bags and the special excursion that we always organize on our Frontline Cruisers events. You don't have to participate in those things, but it's always super fun. Now here we have the pricing for the cabins. So I do have 3 columns because I wanted to show you the public rate. So if you go online to the AMA Waterways site, you can look and see this sailing and similar sailings. And those are the prices you're going to see. Those are per person prices in Canadian dollars. Our price is in the second column, and then the column to the right is your additional savings. So even if you're going with the category D or the category E, which are those window cabins, with our special sailing, you're already saving well over $3,000 with your perks and your discounts. So that's basically the meat and potatoes of it. We do have every category with the exception of the owner suite and the GS suite. So those top 2 lines, those are sold out. Those are already gone. We are running really low on the SA suites, which is the 3rd line down. And in case you're wondering, yes, it's quite normal for river cruises they always sell out from the top down. The D and E cabins are always the last to sell. I'm not too sure why that is, but that's just how it works when you are over there in Europe and everything is so upscale and so wonderful. This is a very special sailing. River cruising is unlike any other type of travel. If you don't need an excuse to really splurge on this, to really treat yourself to this wonderful life-changing experience. But if you are celebrating an anniversary or a retirement or a birthday, this is such a perfect way to do it, and we want to help make it extra special. Now, I do have the pre-cruise and the post-cruise Prague and Budapest prices there on that slide. Of course, we will send this over to you if you'd like a copy of it. All of the Team Friesen agents are going to have a copy of the presentation and of these slides so that we can get that information over to you and get your spots booked. And the story continues. So we do hope that you will join us on the river. And we do thank you for giving us an hour of your time tonight. Thank you so much for all of your attention and for your interest. And we look forward to getting to know you a little bit more as we sail through Europe and enjoy the absolute best of what the river has to offer, courtesy of your amazing Team Friesen agents and AMA Waterways, our preferred river cruise partner. Terry, thank you so much for joining us tonight and for answering our questions. We do have a chat bubble if anybody has any quick questions, so I'll stay on for a little bit. Other than that,
There's somebody asking about.
yep,
Yeah, I think I saw something in there, a question.
yes,
come
so
pop
an
up.
estimate for flight costs from Ontario. Nancy, I was actually pricing flights out just yesterday, and depending on whether or not you want to fly economy, business, premium, or a mix of the two, I was looking at business class flights for a guest, and they came in at about $7,000 for two people. But for economy class, they are ranging between $1,000 and $1,300 per person.
I just want to say thank you again for inviting me to the presentation. And of course, any of the Team Friesen advisors can reach out to me if you get questions that you're not sure about, and I can answer them for you. But really, this sounds like so much fun. I'm kind of sad I'm not coming with you guys. I could get my own pickleball paddle.
I'm gonna save one for you for sure. Now, Debbie, I see a question from Debbie asking how to book the cruise. Debbie, call your Team Friesen travel agent. If you're not working with an agent, send us an email at flc@expediacruises.com, or you can just reply to the email that we sent earlier with the reminder for the presentation. You can also send any questions there as well if you don't have an agent that you're working with. So, but we want to make sure that you're well informed, really excited. The countdown is on. This is not that far away.
No.
So have a great night, everybody. Enjoy, and I hope to chat with y'all soon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Take care. April 22nd to May 3rd.
May 3rd.
Yep. If I could just get my mouse to work. There we go.